Hey everybody, it's Paul, manager over at Wood Lake Nature Center. We're here in the backyard looking at bird feeders and going to talk about some of the birds you might expect to see if you decide to put out some feeders. Um, if you look behind me, you'll see a variety of feeders. There's fly-through feeders, there's some tube feeders, there's even a bag feeder, and then of course the suet. And each feeder has a designed to hopefully bring in different types of birds, different sizes of birds, but also hold on to different kinds of food. So the most common one we have right now here at the Nature Center that we're using are the tube feeders. And what's nice about them is you can see how much food is still in them. And they have a little perches with different size openings depending on the food. The majority of the ones we have larger openings with multiple perches so birds can come in and grab sunflower seeds. And black oil sunflower seeds are one of the most diverse foods in terms of attracting different species of birds. So it's a great option. Lots of birds will eat it, and there's not a whole lot of waste. Anything that falls in the ground will be eaten by those same birds. Um, the little bag, and then there's another tube feeder that has the same sort of food. The bag is going to be holding on to thistle seed, a much smaller seed that's more good at attracting finches, both house finches and goldfinches, American goldfinches. And the bag, they just grab onto it, and it prevents a lot of other birds from even getting there because they're not as comfortable or able to grab onto the bag in that same manner. Um, Another kind of another feeder is the fly-through feeder, and you might notice that it's empty. And this is empty this year for a reason that it's too low. There's a new guideline from the Minnesota DNR that all bird feeders need to be 6 feet. I'm 6 feet, so above me or higher due to chronic wasting disease with deer. Because if deer come and eat it, they might transmit the disease. So they're not our target. We're trying to get in birds, but of course we're going to get other animals, especially squirrels. And you can see some other spots that also aren't being filled right now. Um, the last kind of feeder is this suet feeder. You'll see those two white blocks, and the suet is animal fat, and you can either buy it right from the butcher by the pound, or you can go to the bird stores or any farm store and buy cakes, and it generally has some sort of seeds or fruit added to it, which I think looks really good. I don't know if the birds do or not, but either way, it brings in a whole nother group of birds. The woodpeckers will generally come to those, but so will some of the other birds that are coming for the seed. So who are you going to see? So with the feeder station, similar to the one that we have set up here, and the variety of food, the thistle, the sunflower seeds, and the suet, you can expect to see a variety of birds. You'll certainly see black-capped chickadees, little gray and white birds with little black caps that are going to be chattering, chickadee-dee-dee. They'll be coming into both the suet and the sunflower seeds. The white-breasted nuthatch hangs out a lot of the same areas as the chickadee does. They're going to come in and grab those seeds and actually go stash them in the bark of trees in your yard to get later. So they're going to kind of take from the cupboard and go hide it for later on. So those two birds, and the nuthatch is sort of a gray and white bird. The male has a black cap, and they go meh, 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 really distinct, really, I think, quite pretty little call. Some other birds you're going to probably see would be northern cardinals, the bright red and the rusty yellow of the female, going after those sunflower seeds primarily. Blue jays, woodpeckers are going to come both to the seed, but also to those to the suet feeders. That'd be the downy, the hairy, the red-bellied woodpecker, maybe even a pileated, depending on how big your yard is and how accessible that feeder is. The finches, both the American goldfinch and the house finch and maybe the purple finch, are all going to go after the thistle. So you're having that out there to try to get those birds to come in. Once you start feeding, the more consistent you are with keeping them full, the more likely you are to keep those birds around. If you find some birds and you get some pictures, please send them to us at Facebook. If you have questions about what you're seeing, give us a call, or once again, message us on Facebook. We'd be happy to hear and happy to hear what you're seeing and also answer any questions you have. Good birding, everybody.